Hello and welcome to episode 33 of Making a Game in Corona SDK. As always, audio's working. As always, I'm going to plug for a minute at the beginning here. Go to TylerMakes.com to check out what I'm working on, or hit me up on Twitter. Like, subscribe, do all that stuff. I always forget to say that. And if you're new to this, go check out which you can get to through TylerMakes.com and going to the YouTube site. Check out all my videos. This is a long-running series in which we're building this game. So it would be very difficult to just jump right in right now. As you can see, there's a lot of stuff in it. So if you want to build your own, go start at the first one and go through them. Or just go to GitHub. It's like github.com/TylerMakes, and you can get all the code and just start from where we're at. Okay, where did we leave off? We left off on this store, and we were buying and selling items, and now we have this thing that may only be a problem on the PC, I don't know, where their widget gets stuck. It's a little bit annoying when that happens. I actually want to add events just for helping us in the future. It would be great to know what's happening there, and if it breaks, it might give us some indication of what's going on and why it's breaking. So it's this scroll view. And what I want to do is look at the events on the scroll view and just give us some information to help us track that down. But the other things that we're going to do is we're going to go through and we're going to start adding monetary values to these various items and give you the ability to actually buy them and sell them, and for that to actually take effect, which means we also need a currency, which means we probably need a place here where we can show the currency. I think what I might do is something like this list, which can be, infinitely long. I might have it like end here and put the exit button down here at the bottom, while up here at the top will be some details about you. I guess we might do player level and give you a currency. Not quite sure. I think that sounds good. But anyway, we'll figure that out as we go. See, it's a little finicky. I don't quite like it. Let's see. Oh, I guess our scroll view, I thought we were doing something manually, but it looks like we're not. It looks a lot like it just is what it is. Yeah. That's a little weird. Buying or selling. Oh, we're probably doing that through an event, which is interesting. Because I'm looking at this scroll view and wondering, I remember having some kind of function where we were looking at the events on that, but I'm not sure where that is right now. I've got nice buy buttons. Why do we have this on a shop item? Oh, that's what it is. If you touch it, we want to give focus to the scroll view. If you're moving it and you're not just clicking it. I mean, interesting. I bet there's probably something we need to do where this ended phase should also continue to have the scroll views. Okay, if it moves by a certain amount, I think that we should probably do something like this. I'm gonna say that. We don't need these semicolons because this is Lua. We're gonna say if not, you can't do it that way. Not self.isFocused. Then let's make sure that the scroll view has focus. That might be what it is. It might be that the end command is getting swallowed up somehow. Not quite sure. And let's do this. So what we're saying is that if it's not in focus, and somehow we're getting an end event, then, or if it's, oh, we need this. We do need these parentheses. Or if it has a scroll view and it's moved enough on this end, then give focus to that. I think that might be, we'll see if what exactly happens there. I will do this. Let's go. Yeah, give me something interesting. It's kind of weird. Oh wait, also, it's destination X. Oh, you know what? What if we just did not have a touch event listener on this? Because we don't actually need it on this. We need it on the buttons. And the buttons we'll just have. So we do not want that stuff to fall through. What's wrong? Line 88. What did I screw up? Oh, what am I doing? This is not a function. I'm being an idiot. We want the buy or sell function, and we want the, or I guess it's just the buy or sell function. Where is our buy or sell function? There we are. Okay. Interesting. Scrolling does feel a little different. Huh. That might be fine because this is a little different than this situation here, because in this one we want you to just be able to click blueberries and then you're able to plant blueberries, right? But in the store, clicking on these things means nothing. You actually have to click buy or sell. And you can buy or sell whatever you have. Okay, so what we need to do is go in and add money. Okay. Gotta update our save data. Interesting. And set up from game data. Yeah, we're probably gonna have to fix this because our player has no money, which means we've got to jump into the sandbox real quick and update the data. This won't be a problem for actual users, of course, because the first time it's built, it'll have the correct data. All right. Okay, so player data, inventory. We can go ahead and go money, 0. I hope we're on save file 1. Oh, maybe it's just I screwed something up. Line 55. Yes. As always, we need a comma. A comma that I always forget. Okay, let's exit the game. See if it happens with number 2. Because it has no money. Ah, maybe it's good now. Wait, which were we even in? Ah, we were in... that's interesting. Oh, this one probably doesn't have the requisite data for the store, which has to do with how many are unlocked. That's fine. We're gonna clear that stuff out eventually. Because we're just, you know, continually changing the data underneath. Anyway, so that's fine. So we have money, theoretically. Can't see it, but that's okay. What do I want to do? Let's go ahead and add a little money thing on top of the scroll view, which we basically want a shop item. We want this, and we want this, and we want this, kind of. Go ahead and make a new element here. I'm gonna paste that in real quick. I'm gonna save this guy as player display. Actually, what is this? This is bulb shop, not store. Shop. Shop. Okay. Okay, that's the basis of it. Maybe this as well. Could have done this all at once and then like broken it down, but I did not. Oh well, that's fine. Okay, so okay, let's replace a bunch of stuff. Okay, we are going to change bulb shop item to bulb player display. And we are going to change, no, that's not the one I want. There we go. And we're going to change name view to money view. Actually, let's change that money view to money label view. Place all those, great. Now we're going to take inventory view. We're going to change it to money view. This will be the actual amount of money you have. And we don't need any of this other stuff just yet. Oh wait, we do need item view. That is the background. Okay. Item view, money label view, and money view. This is the fun, tedious part of programming, where you just have to write a bunch of stuff that is super simple. This is why it's good to build your own widgets. You have just like this, like it's a simple panel with some text. You know, there's ways you could write a whole panel that's totally dynamic. So you don't have to write all this code ever again. You can just say, I want 6 labels, and here's their text, and here's their amount, and blah, 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 blah. But we're not going to do that because that takes a lot of time. And it's hard to make it really, truly reusable. All right, let's try. Got our label view. We've got our money view. Dot inventory. Yeah, why don't we do money? Okay. I want to do group insert. All these things. Great. Okay. In the UI, we just need to go and add that. All right. Oh, this should not be player display. We always want it to match. Whoop, what am I doing? I always want it to match the name of the file, so it's bulb shop player display. Okay, got that. Bulb shop player display. Great. Here we go, player display. Go down here and add it. Okay. Alright, now we do players display create with group. Cool. And what else do we need to do? We need our XY with height and money. Okay, so let's say height minus 100. Oh, that's not right. I want self dot width minus 100, then height minus 100, then we'll go 100, 100, and we'll say its inventory is 0. And then down here, of course, we're going to want to get rid of it. Okay. All right, let's go see what's happening. What's breaking? Line 15. These colors don't exist. Okay. What else we got? $53. Oh yes, there is no. Well, it does have inventory. What, no, we changed it to money. That's what it has. Okay. Interesting. Would have expected to see it down here. But we don't. So let's take a look at some of these things. Y 0 0 self dot width, self dot height. That should be kind of funny, or kind of fine, not kind of funny. You know what I do want to do? Why don't we do this? Equals display dot new group, something like that, right? Always have to remember stuff. Always a pain. Display dot new group, yes. Okay, let's leave the X and Y for the item view 0. We don't need the semicolons, but I guess I just want to keep it consistent. And I have a tendency to drop them in because they don't hurt anything, even though they are completely unnecessary. Okay. Now we do group. It's for our display view. Great. Also need to make sure we have access to this. And that we remove it at the end. Wonder why we're not seeing it. Display group. Oh, I wonder if we need to put it on before the other one. I don't think so, though. No. I have an idea. Why don't we just make it as big and tall as this and set it at 0. Still not seeing it. Okay. What is happening here? Should be width and height at 0. We are inserting it. The color alone should give it away. Not sure why it doesn't. Oh, I think I put this backwards. Hey, there it is. Okay, cool. Okay, now what we want is what we had before, which is minus 100 minus 100, and we're gonna make it 100 by 100. What? I need to add a comma, as always. Okay. See what we've got. Let's try 200. Try putting this back at 0. Well, that's interesting. Now we're getting to something a little weird. Okay, how the heck? Oh yeah, I'm doing this wrong. Let's do this. Let's make these 1,000. Keep getting the location and the width mixed up. Okay, so that's pretty good. Let's try 200. Ah, okay, so the location is wrong. I know why that is. That is because we did not set this display views X to X and Y. Because we want all the locations relative to this display view, and they're all attached to it, so they need to move with the display view. And in order for that to work, we need to set our X to our X and our Y to our Y. Great. There we are. That's what I wanted. Okay, now we don't want it to cover up any of these in a way that you can't buy. So let's try to make it short and wide. Also, let's make this a little taller. Let's go 400 wide, 100 tall. Minus 400, height minus 100. See if that looks good. Hey, that's something. Not sure what that is. Still want it to be half as tall. Okay, there we go. It's getting closer. Okay, font size. Let's go down a little bit. Let's bring this one up to match. Cool. There you go. 0 money. We will fix that in just a second. And we give you the ability to get money by selling stuff. Also, you'll note that I'm just using blocks for all these, just basic rectangles. But at any time we could change those to actual images, which we will do eventually when we get that far. But not right now. So now that we have money, let's see what happens. So when you sell, what happens? Oh, that's right. Okay. So if we say accept, why is this error here? I've already gotten through the errors. I don't need this error dialog here. Anyway, okay, so that's where it happens. We accept the sale here. Okay. So we have two options. Do that, else. Okay. This is just to verify that these are working and that I haven't written buggy breaking code like I have right here, line 94. That's right. What is it? It's like else if, I think. That's one of the dumbest things. Not consistent. Okay, great. So now if I sell, this is S, and if I buy, it says B. Perfect. Okay, so we need to know is the item oh, it hits this buying or selling. We need a few things. Oh, it goes through the pop-up. We need to know the amount from the pop-up, which I think we do have. Oh, see, we have item in action. We need the amount. And we need to add commas, as always. Can't get away with not having commas. Okay. Now that we have our amount here. Okay. If you're selling, let's go to our bulb, was it build settings? No, that's that stuff. We want bulb settings, game settings. Here we go. Here's all of their qualities. We want to add their value here. Cost. Huh. What is cost used for? Maybe that was my intent, is to make them buyable. Because that is not, this cost that's in our A* algorithm has to do with the cost of walking over a space. And that has nothing to do with the cost of these items. Yeah, see, that's like your walkable cost. If you look at bulb build settings, these things have a walkable, this is their cost, their walkable cost. It's interesting that it should be called get cost here. Oh yeah, see, next tile info walkable. So I don't think this cost is ever used anywhere. Not even sure when we had it. Maybe we just added it last week. Who knows? Because we have cost here in the shop pop-up. Which actually, if we have cost in the shop pop-up, that makes things a little nicer. Yeah, this has cost. So assuming that cost is correct. Oh, where did I go? Where is that event? Here we go. Remember that comma? Cost equals self dot cost. Great. So when we go here, if you're selling, then we take event dot amount, multiply it by event dot cost. We go we just go bulb game settings dot player, something like that. Just have the player on it. I'm trying to remember how we did that. Oh, maybe it just has all, yeah, all the player data. Player data. We're actually just gonna go like this. Add money. We'll call it worth. I don't want you buying and selling for the same amount, so you can freely exchange stuff. That does not seem like a very good idea. So what would you call the amount of money somebody would give you for goods? We'll call it worth. For right now, I'm just going to make their worth half their cost because I don't want to have to think about it. We'd have to go add it everywhere. We can go back and change that easily enough. But for now, we're just going to use that as a shorthand. So when you sell them for what they're worth. Okay, so let's go to player data. Money. The amount that we're going to add. Whoops. And then we're going to do subtract. And this is actually just going to call add money with the negative amount. And this is currently just going to take money and add the amount. I'm trying to think if we want to, when we want to save the player data. This might be a good idea. Just like every time we change items, we do it. Should probably do it with the money as well. Add money. Boom. Save. Okay. Let's see if it's not broken. Oh, it's broken. Something's wrong with worth. Probably a comma. It's always a comma. Okay. Okay, so let's sell. Oh no. Oh, maybe we're not getting cost right now. Let's figure that out. Shop pop up. That's gonna go into our build UI. Okay, let's see. Shop pop up. Oh, we get cost from the buying or selling function. Let's see what happens here. Yeah, C is a nil. That's a problem. So, where does that cost come from? The item, the item, the item, the item. There we are, bulb shop item. It's gotta come from the items info, which I believe we're getting. Yeah, we have item here, item name. Okay, so when we send our little event, where is it? Buying or selling? Make this readable without scrolling. Okay, UI. Item action total cost. Oh, that's funny. It's probably on the item that we're sending, isn't it? Where is that line? Okay. Item. Oh, it's just the name. Item action total cost. I think that's correct. Let's find out. Great, cost 103. So let's start with strawberries. Sell 3 strawberries. Oh no, what happened? 129. Money, nil value. Ah, okay. Yes, I bet we have a nil value because currently whatever save data we're playing off of does not have money. So we're gonna fix that guy. Yes, this guy has money of 0. But this one, save data 2, which is probably what we must be working off of, has 0 money. So we're gonna go add it there. You'll get very used to editing JSON if you have a long programming career. Hey, didn't blow up. It didn't update the UI, but that doesn't mean that it didn't actually sell. Nope, didn't actually sell. Okay, so let's start debugging this, figuring out where exactly things broke down. Let's just add on to this the amount and the worth. Okay. What did I do wrong? Missed a comma. There we go. Relaunching. $501. 2 times 501. It is calling player add money. Let's go look at that. Oh, so that's wrong. New money is 2506.5. That looks an awful lot like it took a number and combined it with an amount and got another string. Oh, maybe, actually no, maybe that's not, maybe it's all right. It's just that the UI isn't actually getting the player data. What do we call this? Player view? Player display. Update player display. Update player display. Let's see, update. Now let's go to the player display. Where is our player display? Boom. Okay, what we want for your money is actually going to be, let's just get rid of that. We don't even need that there. We're going to do bulb game settings dot player data dot money, and we're going to make an update function. That, and also if it has a money view, then okay. And in the bulb shop UI, of course, we can get rid of the money value that we're passing it, which we don't need to do here at the end. Got it. Okay. Hey, look, now it's 2,506. And now if we sell a couple of strawberries, oh, something breaks. Shop UI 103. Player display is a bulb shop player display. Oh, that's the problem. We are not keeping track of our player display. We are removing it at the end though. Interesting. Boom, there we go. And it automatically updates. Awesome. Now let's try buying some avocados. Boom. Updated. Awesome. Okay, now what we want to do is make sure that you can't buy more than you actually have the money for. Because currently you can go into the negative. You can go buy as many as you want, and we definitely do not have that much money. So let's fix that. There's a limit. Here we go. Self mounts. We need the same thing. That's for selling. Oh, if action equals sell. Here we go. This is what we want. So let's just duplicate this. We're going to say else if action equals buy and amount times cost, right? Yes. So less than bulb game settings dot player data. We could do this a little differently, like we could pass in this value. I just don't know if that's worth it yet. Generally that's what you'd want to do, especially in any strong object-oriented programming language, but in this case, not worried about it. So you can only sell the 9 that you have, which we also need to fix that up so it actually is connected to the amount that you actually have and not just 9. And then we can buy only 3. It's the total we can buy. If we buy it, oh no, we're in the negative. That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, cat. No, it doesn't make any sense, does it? So, if amount, oh yes, amount plus 1, because we're about to add 1. So 3 was actually 1 higher than what we could actually have afforded. Let's refresh this guy. So, actually what's funny is buy, you can't do anything to it, because we can't go to 0, we can't go above. Is interesting. So let's sell a bunch, so we're in the positive. Now, buy, can only buy 2. That's right. Now, the problem is that now we can't buy 1, but I can buy 1, because I can cheat. I can, ooh, what? Oh yeah, I can just keep buying. And keep going further negative. So, that's a problem. So what we want to do instead is also keep you from opening the buy menu if you don't have enough money. Just not sure what is a nicer user experience, whether or not we want you to be able to buy, just leaning out of the frame, whether or not we want you to buy, like here, let me just show you. Whether we want you to be able to click buy and then see the 0, like you don't have enough money. Or if we want to not allow you to click that, like maybe you can't click the button, or when you click it, nothing happens. We should definitely let you know that you don't have enough money. So that would probably be preferable. But I just don't know how I want to do it. Because if I let you do it here, then you have a 0 here. And I don't like that. That's kind of dumb. Maybe we do let you do 0 there. So you can open it and you can set it to 0, and it'll start at 0. So when we start the amount at 0, but when you click it, oh yeah, decrease. If it's greater than 0, you can do it. But then what we want is when you click accept, or what happens then? Dispatches this event. And let's see. Where does this event go? Accept shop pop up. So we're just gonna do it in there. Where does accept shop pop up? I'm looking in the wrong place. Ba-bum-bum-bum. 1 second. Okay, sorry. Let me think. Shop pop up. Where's accept shop pop up? There we go. Yeah, we want to clear the shop pop up. And we're gonna say if event dot amount is greater than 0. There we go. Then we don't have to worry about anything here. So yeah, you could sell 0, but if you click it, nothing happens, so it doesn't matter. You can buy 0, but see, here. So now, you can't go up or down because I don't have enough money for any of it. I can sell these because I have up to 9 to sell them, great. Now, I can actually buy 2, or I can go back to 0. 0 does nothing, but actually buying 1, buy 1, great. Awesome. Okay, so I think we're good with that. We now have a shop that actually functions. Now we need to actually make these amounts correspond to the amount you actually have, and we need to update the amount when you buy or sell. So how do we go about doing that? Guess we can go ahead and update all the shop items. I don't know that we need to do anything particularly fancy. Yeah, we could just iterate through all of them and then tell them to update. Where are they getting their amounts from, though? Item, inventory, add shop item. Wow, we've made this like layers deep. Seems kind of maybe dumb. So we want to go through all your shop items and have a certain amount. Actually want to get that from your item bag. We get it by name. So yeah, why don't we just take out the value here? That's fine. Let's get rid of inventory here. And down here. To make things so much simpler. Okay, so now we don't have an inventory there, so now we gotta go to shop item. the shop item here, we're going to get rid of inventory. What we're going to do is we're just going to go straight bulb game settings dot player data dot item bag. I have to remember how that works. Where's player data? Item bag. Item bag. What is K? It's type. Okay, cool. That's the type, is the name. So that should be good enough. Oh yeah, okay. Should be the inventory. Now let's go see what it looks like. Oh no, something's broken. Line 67. Oh, I think it needs to be this or 0 because we want it to be, or 0. Because we want it to be the amount that you've got, or, oh man, I don't have anything. Shovel up these blueberries. I got 10 blueberries. Let's go here. Great, so I have 10 blueberries. You can probably barely read that, maybe not. Anyway, so cool. That's now connected. And we need the same update function. Oh look, we already have an update inventory. And we're just gonna get rid of this. We're gonna put this in here. Copy. And we're gonna put that there. And we're gonna put this as self.inventory. Keep it simple. I want to know if we were already calling that update inventory from somewhere. So we have the shop item. We have items in the shop UI. Item updated. When is item updated called? Ah, we're getting an event listener on item updated from the player data. Fascinating. So we're already getting it from the player data. Guess we could just have this be new value. Maybe it's just the start values that were wrong, which is interesting. Because if that's the case, maybe we should go back and fix it all so that it's all like that. Okay, so let's say sell 1 blueberry. Yeah, this did not update. Oh, maybe that's because we're not actively altering the player when we sell. Yeah, we're adding money, but we're not adding the item. Now, the player data must have a function for updating that. Deduct item. Type, number, and temporary. This is not temporary, so event dot, what is it? I'm gonna go back a little bit, find out what the, was it? Oh, event dot item, that's what it's called. Okay, event dot item, number is this amount, and the temporary is false. You don't have to worry about because it's automatically false if we don't include it. That's deduct item, and there's also add item. Okay, so for selling, I do it good old deduct item, and if we're buying, do a good old add item. Great. Okay, now what I also want to do is, since the inventory is set up the way that we set it up, I actually don't want to do what we did here, which is to get rid of it. We're gonna go item inventory. And let's go back to inventory here. And let's just go here. Oops. Let's copy this. And use inventory here, and then we're gonna go to bulb shop item here. We add our shop item. We're gonna do inventory. Name. We're gonna put inventory. There we go. Bring all that back. I think that'll be good. Okay, so let's sell this one blueberry. Boom. Ah, look, now it's 9. Another one. Boom. Money goes up. Blueberries go down. Great. Let's buy some oranges. How many can we get? 3? Oh no. Terrible. Player data line 113. It's not temporary. So type. Ah, I see what's going on here. Because this probably doesn't exist. Yeah, so what we need to do is say if it exists, then if it doesn't, equals the new num. Okay. Oh, it stole our money though. That sucks. That's okay. We'll just sell a few more blueberries to fix this. Buy a couple oranges. Boom. Hey, look, now we have oranges. Great. Let's exit. Hey, now we can plant some oranges. Oh no, we don't have art states for an orange. Okay, let's refresh. Let's do blueberry. Where are our art states? They are in like bulb game settings, somewhere in here. Art states. I hope they're not in the farm tile itself, but they could be. Oh, do we actually set it up so that they just come straight from the sprite sheet? Where's our sprite sheet? I'm trying to remember all this. Let me just look. Sprite sheet forest. No, it doesn't come from there. Oh yeah, I would have put that in assets. Maybe? No? What would I have called it? Forest tile? Oh, we're gonna have to figure it out. So, farm tiles. Farm tiles get their art stuff. Sprite sheet forest. Plant info art states 1. Plant info art states 1. Ah, here we go, art states. There we go. Okay, so we need to take this art states and we need to apply it to all the rest of these so that we can actually have stuff. Then I'm gonna have to go actually make art for these things. If you're an artist, by the way, and you'd like to help me make this game, please let me know. Hit me up, TylerMakes.com or at TylerMakes on Twitter. I would love some real art for this. Otherwise, it's going to be my art. Nobody wants that. Just kidding. So let's get some blueberries. Put some more blueberries out. Ooh, I guess the oranges take a little while. Let's go to the store. Let's buy a couple carrots. Oh, in order to buy carrots, we need to sell some blueberries. Wait a minute. We have no blueberries. Why do we have no blueberries? Oh, because I just planted them all like an idiot. Okay. Well, we're going to have to wait a second. Watch our plants grow. Here's our oranges that look like strawberries. Let's put a couple of those out. Wait for them to grow. It's like watching grass grow, because it's like watching virtual grass grow. Okay, there we go. Now we've got a bunch of blueberries. Put a few out too. Now we can go to the store. We can sell a few blueberries, and that will allow us to buy beets. No? Beets too expensive. Lemon? You can buy lemon. You can buy avocado. Buy carrots. You cannot buy beets. That's interesting. What about these other things? Can we buy peas? Yep. Asparagus. I mean, everything has basically the same cost. It's like off by 1. So why can't we buy beets though? That's fascinating. Cost. Oh, look at that. Its cost is an order of magnitude higher than everything else. That's ridiculous. Okay, cool. That's good to know. Okay. Let's say what I keep thinking is that currently when you harvest you get double the amount. Ooh, look at that. Where did I just plant a little random one over here. Not sure what that is. Not sure what these are. Just trying to think of what numbers make sense for this. I haven't really thought about that. And that's going to determine a lot of the gameplay. The interesting thing is because we've added this money mechanic, we don't necessarily have to do this thing like what I've got right now is that if you harvest blueberries, you get twice the blueberries back. But we don't have to do that. Like we could do like Farmville. Farmville just gives you direct money when you harvest stuff. So then it's like for every 3 blueberries I harvest, I have enough money to buy another one or something. Or like, you know, I can now buy 4. So effectively it's being like 1 in, you know, a quarter of a, or a third of a blueberry for every one that you harvest. Because right now we have doubling, and doubling means that it will quickly get out of hand. Because you can keep doubling and doubling and doubling. So I don't think I want that. I'm going to have to think about that. I'm going to have to think about how that works. But as it stands now, we can make these somewhat more reasonable. Say 10, 20, 30. Oh, let's not mess up their harvest time. Now I can buy all of them, and I can buy them in vast quantities. That'd be interesting, trying to sort of balance the farm game, which is not necessarily the critical part of the game. Okay, now I can just go through here and I can just buy like a ton of beets. I can buy like 20 beets. Awesome. Okay, cool. So now we have a fully working store. We've got buying and selling. Oh, we should probably show their cost and their worth. So let's go ahead and add that. It's a good thing to finish out on. Okay, so we're gonna have cost view and worth view. When you sell them, they're worth their sell price. Basically want this thing. Not setting, selling. There we go. Okay. Okay, so on cost. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna put worth text. Okay, now we're gonna do our little fancy pants replace within the selection. We're gonna replace inventory view with worth view. Okay, we're going to do the same thing here. Our selection, I'm going to change inventory view for cost view. Replace them, great. Save that guy. Down here at the bottom, we've got to add those as well. Let's do a cost view. And worth view. Oop. There we go. And then what we want to do is look at our buttons. And we want to take their X, 2.5. Then take the Y. This is the buy button. And the buy button corresponds to the cost button, then the sell button. You sell them for what they are worth, corresponds to the worth button. Okay, now what we want to do let's try this. Take this. We're gonna put 0.75. Cost view. This is gonna be cost. It's gonna be worth. Oh, do we not have worth and cost? I thought that was like a thing here. We have the cost somewhere in here, don't we? Yeah, self.item.cost. Okay, I'm going to take that. This self.item.cost. And we're actually going to put the worth on here too. Which again, actually we're going to put worth and we're going to put cost. Whoop. We're going to put cost. I'm going to move them up here. We're just going to go c.cost equals item.cost worth item.cost divided by 2. I'll stick with that for right now. Now we're going to go into this pop-up. And when we make this pop-up, we're going to have cost, we're going to have worth. There we go. I think that should be good. Let's find out. Okay, so we only moved the buy button over. And that looks kind of broken as all get out. Let's see. Let's change it from 25. Well, there's a couple things I want to change. First, take the buy button, make this 3. I'll make the width a little smaller. Where's the width? Why do these say self? That seems dumb. I don't think that should be there. I think that sets the height. If we had added the height, we did not. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe it's doing something weird that I don't even know. Let's save and find out. Okay, the buy button's right on the edge. Great. Where does its width come from? That's weird. Like it says the width of the buy button is self.width. Self.width is the entirety of the thing. The entirety of the panel. So why? Oh, of course I need a comma here. I guess this width that I'm putting in here actually means nothing. Does mean nothing, which makes me wonder. We're gonna go take a look at the widget, see what the deal is. For now, we're gonna get rid of this one as well. We're gonna move this one also to 0.3. Okay, we're gonna have Corona SDK button widget width. I don't see width. I don't see size. Eventually we're gonna want something cool like this to 2-frame construction where we 9 slice it, just have it be whatever size we want. But it looks like the basic one, you don't get to choose the size. That seems a little weird. I mean, we've kind of got 2-image construction, so I think width and height would be required. I want to go see what we're doing on the main menu. That seems really odd. Yeah, this has width and height, right? Like, look. Let's maybe... I don't know what's going on. That seems very odd. Oh, okay, I guess if you include width and height, it'll work, but if you don't include one of them, it does nothing. Okay. Okay, so let's try that. It's on the buy button. Okay. That looks about fine. Now the question is why? Oh, yes. Add our cost view and our worth view. Why, pray tell, do these not exist? Oh, you know what? This is probably bad. Let's try this. I don't have no idea where they're gonna appear. Also, that looks like I put it on the anchor X and Y and not the X and Y, which is dumb. Let's go like this. This is our X, this is our Y. And let's just use the middle of it. It's gonna be fine for now. Probably want to reset it to the anchor, or reset the anchor location, but for now, let's just try it like that. Okay, well, we got something showing up. Interesting. I think I want these to be the same as this. It just seems very off. Oh, if that's the one that we can see. Maybe that's the issue. Okay, now they're on top of each other. Okay, now we're a little bit closer. Interesting. Okay. Those buttons are in a very different place. Oh, that's probably why, because of the width and the height. Let's just take the width and the height from these guys. Hey, there we go. Now it's like roughly where it should be. You can buy for that cost, sell for that cost. That's great. Cool. Well, that seems like a good place to stop for now. Got our buy and our sell. Oh, let me just check that these work. So sell, let's go sell some blueberries. 5 of them at 20 a pop is 100. Oh no. It's a good thing I checked this. Bulb shop, UI, line 96. Okay, so of course the worth is getting messed up. Let's go. Let's just fix this. Cost and worth. Okay, so if I go to sell one of these guys, item 30 and nil. Okay, so we gotta fix that. Shop item. This should trigger a pop-up. No, is it from the UI here? Pop-up. Event. Okay, so no, that's accept pop-up. That's not what we're looking for. Clearing the shop pop-up. Here we go. Buying or selling. Cost. We need worth. Worth. If I could actually type, that'd be great. Yeah, 30 and 15. Okay, cool. So now let's go sell these at 100 or 5 for 20. That should be 100. Boom, 100. And we lost 5 there. Great. Let's go buy avocados. And if we buy 3, that's 90. Boom, 90. Awesome. You refresh, everything's good. Cool. All right, perfect. That's a good place to leave off. Again, like, subscribe, share, do all the things that you can do with YouTube, and check me out, TylerMakes.com, or on Twitter if you want to contact me, Tyler at TylerMakes. And yeah, have a great weekend. Bye.